There's a lot of design, time, and project management that it takes to get a smart home to this point. This is a 7,500 square foot home that is fully controlled by the T4 touchscreen. Today, we're gonna get to the details. Brian just got this programmed into the system, and it's time for us to test it out. This is a T4 touchscreen by Control4. A couple things to keep in mind. This touchscreen comes in black and white in the 8-inch and the 10-inch option. A couple of features about this piece of equipment. It has a camera and it has a microphone. Why? Because this has two-way communication to any other T4 in the house and also the door station. This is going to allow you to control not just communication in the house, but all of your audio, your video, your lighting, your thermostats, your cameras, your access control, everything about this house. Today, I'm gonna show you a couple of things about this touchscreen and how it works. When it comes to a Control4 system, it is basically laid out in rooms. All of the rooms of your smart home are gonna be built into the system and categorized versus via floors, whether it's on the main floor, second floor, or outside. From there, you can go into any room in the house and it's gonna give you the options that this room currently has. Keep in mind that not everything is uploaded into this system. As you can see, we're still in the construction stages, but the audio, the video, and some of the lighting is already integrated. Let's test it out. In the kitchen, because this is where we currently are, I'm gonna go into the kitchen. From there, I'm gonna go into listen, because I have a pair of invisible in-ceiling speakers in the ceiling. Here we have ShareBridge, which is AirPlay, Apple-to-Apple device communication, TuneIn, which is local internet radio, Spotify, and then we have the audio from our Roku television. Keep in mind that all of your major listening platforms are built into the system. So the client will later add Pandora, it will add iTunes, it will add Tidal, all that stuff will be controlled from here. Let's test it out. In the example of TuneIn radio, I'm gonna select TuneIn. It's gonna give me the options to do whether it's local, trending, music, talk shows. We're gonna go into music, we're going to select top 40s pop, and then we're gonna click on 104.1. From there, it's gonna activate the speakers in the kitchen. Let me crank them up a little bit. So hopefully the microphone will catch it. Now, for copyright reasons, we're gonna keep that down. Not only that, because technically you can't even see the speakers in the ceiling. This house and every speaker on the first floor is the Stealth Acoustic invisible speakers. So today, you get to see them, well, you get to hear them, but you won't get to see them. Back to the keypad. Another thing that I want to show you, it's in the master bedroom. All right, so here in the master bedroom, we have another T4. Here we have a couple more options because we have an 8-inch Samsung television that's connected into the system. We still have our listen option because we have a pair of invisible speakers in here. But another icon that you'll notice in this room is the lighting. In this room, we actually have a smart dimmer keypad. Now, a couple of things that I want to point out is this house is not going to have every single smart switch built into the system because this phase of the project does not cover all of the smart lighting. However, this specific keypad was designed not only to include the lighting in the room, but as you can see in these windows, we still have motorized shades. So the wiring for these smart shades, it's in place. We are going to be doing Lutron smart shades in all of these windows. So this keypad, it's not only going to control the lights, as you can see, but this is going to control the shades. Now keep in mind that once we program them into the system, they're going to be on here, but every room that has shades, we also added this keypad to give them local control and not having to add an extra button just for the shades. Now from this T4 touchscreen, you can control everything in the house. Keep in mind, interactive, anything that I do on this one will also happen on the one in the game room upstairs. Now, let me just test this television so I can show you how this works. I'm gonna go into the master bedroom Roku. I do have the option to use this user interface, or I can switch it to the gesture option. From here, I can swipe up and down, and as you can see, television right there now becomes the remote now becomes the Roku TV. So in the game room, we have another T4. In this house, we actually wired for a lot more T4s, but we currently only have 4 installed. We are going to have some handheld remotes for this room, the room downstairs, and the other room, but these are going to be for anyone in the room to be able to use everything in the room, not just the television. Another cool thing about these, as I mentioned, is that they do have two-way communication. There's no one here other than Chris, so I can't demo the two-way communication. But in this scenario, when we come back, we're gonna give you a full demo of the intercom option for this. Keep in mind that you do have some customizing options on this touchscreen. You can hold, rename things, you can add favorites, you can add shortcuts. So for example, on your music, if you want to create a radio station and save it as a favorite, all you have to do is go to the radio station, press and hold it, and as you can see, it'll create shortcuts for you. Same exact thing for your actual shortcuts for your television. As you can see, it has Roku integration, and all of these shortcuts go straight to the source. So let's test it out. In the game room, we're gonna hit watch. It's gonna turn on my television, and it's gonna take us straight to the source. You see how easy it is to control this 85-inch television? Not only that, but the surround sound in the ceiling. As I mentioned, we have two different surround sounds. One with standard in-ceiling speakers, the one downstairs with invisible speaker. This project or this video was more about the T4 touchscreen and the potential. A little demo just to show you what we're doing here, but this is a project that you want to stay tuned. We have a lot of separate videos about everything that we're doing in this house. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for tuning in today. Have a great one.